So before we get into how we prevent it and all this, on the media, we have a lot of fake things running. Could you share a little bit on that before we get into the real medical aspect of it? What are some of the things people got to be careful from listening on the news, because you might be saying one thing here and they heard some fake news, some things may be true, something may not be true.
True.
What generally could people be aware of?
Now, so this virus spread, not only from China, it spread all over the world, became a pandemic.
So that is truth so
far. There is no doubt about it. It's not fake. And let's compare a virus that we all know about, the influenza virus. Every year, a new strain comes in, we get at least 20 to 30,000 people in America die. Worldwide, about 800,000 people die of flu virus.
On a yearly basis?
On a yearly basis.
800,000 on a yearly basis.
And here is the irony. We have a vaccine that works, and we have treatment that works. And even then, in our country today, in America, we have 20, 30,000 people die every year. You see?
And in the world, over 700,000.
Yes.
So that puts me to another question. I'm going to be stopping
let me just finish that thought.
Okay.
So, you'd say, so what? Like a lot of our leadership and a lot of people said, so what? It's like another flu. But here is the thing. You remember the Spanish flu 100 years ago? That killed 50 million people. Okay?
Yes.
And why? Because it spreads unchecked, untethered, no treatment, no vaccine. So today we found out from in the early days that the coronavirus was 20 times more lethal than flu virus. So we can easily expect, if we had even treatment and vaccine, to kill 20 times more than 30,000. So just figure that out.
Interesting.
600,000 people who died in America.
So that brings us to the point that this is very important.
It's very important. You see, now that is point number one, that this is a very, very dangerous virus. Okay. Now, what was most important for us to do testing and isolation, and then that was the whole thing, that you sequestrate these people with the virus so they don't spread. The whole idea of the virus is that if I can throw my virus at you, okay, through the droplets and through my speaking or shouting or talking, or even the droplets now we know stay in the air for 6 hours. And you can breathe them and get them in. And if I can give you my virus because I don't know I have the infection, this is a whole other thing. Most other virus infections, people get sick right away. So you know this guy is sick. Unfortunately, with coronavirus, people are infected, don't even know it. 80% will even go around without having any symptoms. But they are spreaders. They can give it to you and you will succumb or give it to your family and friends. So this is how the virus was spreading. So we had to contain it right away. Those countries who did very robust containment and in contact tracing and isolation are the most successful ones today. They have per capita much less mortality than we have as the greatest country in the world.